Today was a programme called Excellence in Action. It's a second day of a programme that's run at Lincoln County Hospital. I've worked in partnership with Sean Morton from Lincoln University, developing this programme, really focusing on improving the skills of our nursing force.
We have brought together resources that we both have from the perspective of the equipment that we have and the resources that we have available, the expertise from teaching and from the university and education perspective, but working in partnership with people that have an identified need with education and training.
Today has given us the opportunity as students to work with other health professionals that obviously we will be working with in placement. It gives us knowledge and encouragement and confidence to be able to pick up signs to help with patient care, but also for those that do play the patients, it gives us the side of being a patient and what it's like for them.
I think no matter how long you've been qualified, whether you're newly qualified or you've been qualified for years, research is always changing and the role of the nurse has to adapt. Occasionally you can become complacent on a ward, and it's really to reiterate the importance of following our procedures and really giving the highest standards of care.
I was a ward sister today, a very different role obviously to what I'm ever used to. And I found it really difficult at times because of where I needed to be to support the staff that were looking after these patients, and I didn't have the background knowledge that obviously the other trained professionals did have.
How have you actually found?
Can you get that?
Cardiac arrest, that was an unplanned event for them. They didn't really know what was happening, but we wanted really to get some adrenaline going in the participants today. So Sean and I decided that whilst talking, I would then collapse to get their adrenaline going, to make them really think about the situation, to make it as real as possible.
This cardiac arrest situation that we did here, I think is very important because it brings together a lot of the learning that students have done throughout the day. I think it's twofold. I think scenarios like that are exciting, and I think people need to leave here with a sense of excitement and buzzing. And I think that's hopefully what we try and create with that. Unfortunately, these incidences are happening on wards throughout the country with patients in real life situations. And for me, I think the thing that I get out of that is allowing people again to be applying those skills that they use in practice in a safe environment, that we can talk about the scenario, we can appraise the scenario, but ultimately we can stop the scenario and then turn the mannequin on again and repeat it if we feel we need to. For me, the importance really arises in some of the scenarios we've had today where we've experienced emotions, and to create emotions in an environment that's, to all intents and purposes, a fake area is quite an interesting concept, and I think it adds to the realism, but again reiterating the fact this is a safe environment in which this happens.
I think emotions are difficult to deal with because when we're actually out on a placement, we're expected to have these barriers up and remain very professional. Whereas here, if we find a situation too difficult, it doesn't matter if we go off and have a cry or feel angry, because we can have that debriefing session afterwards where we can talk about this with the support of lecturers and other professionals and obviously other students together.